Adesso abbiamo qui da noi, direttamente da Liechtenstein, dal quartier generale della Hilti, Stefan Noeken, membro dell'Executive Board del gruppo Hilti, con un tema che entriamo un po' nello specifico di questi anni, ovvero sostenibilità e sicurezza sismica. Stefan, you are welcome. I leave you the stand.
Thank you very much for the warm welcome. Buongiorno di tutti, dear ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon, dear colleagues. It's a great pleasure to be back at the Seismic Academy and to contribute also to this year's event. Last time, at the very first Seismic Academy back in 2013, I had the pleasure to talk about innovation, how we innovate the construction industry. And I finished my presentation with a statement on corporate responsibility. Things have changed quite substantially over the last couple of years, and sustainability has emerged to become the #1 priority in the society and also in the construction industry, alongside with digitalization. And in my short presentation, I would like to put our seismic work, your seismic work, research, development, design, into the bigger context of sustainability. To, on the one hand, underline the importance of our day-to-day work on the subject of seismic, but also to underline the higher purpose. At the end of the day, it's extremely rewarding and fulfilling to contribute to a better society. And last but not least, I can hopefully give also a little bit of inspiration and some ideas how to look at the topic of sustainability and what we can do about it. We all hopefully understand the necessity to act. I think the construction industry has a big responsibility. Climate change is happening without a doubt. The society is demanding action, in particular the younger generation. Environment, social governance are part of regulatory environments. Employees choose their company to work for depending on their leadership on the topic of sustainability. Customers demand sustainable solutions, and ultimately companies evaluate it along the criteria of environment, social, and governance. And the construction industry in particular has a significant CO2 impact. So 1/3 of the global CO2 emission is coming from the construction industry. And beyond that, our industry consumes 40% of the energy and 50% of the raw material. So we all have to act, and we have to take responsibility on the topic. Now, we in Hilti have anchored the aspect of sustainability already quite some years back in our corporate strategy and the purpose statement, which is we passionately create enthusiastic customers and build a better future. However, what we have realized recently is that we have to enhance our understanding of sustainability, and that we actually have to rely on our long-term success only if we bring people, social, environmental aspects in balance with the financial economic factors in our strategy. And based on the UN framework of the 17 goals, sustainability goals, we also have selected certain areas which are of significance and where we can have huge impact. And we ended up with 3 domains: environment, people, and society. And within those 3 domains, we have picked 6 specific fields of action. And in those fields, we have expressed our ambition and then defined our activities accordingly. So we have the ambition to become CO2 neutral in 2023. I will come back to that topic in a minute. To lead the industry in circularity. On people, it's about providing solutions to protect the users of our products, user health and safety, as well as to build safe buildings, and with that guarantee also occupant safety. On top of that, it's all about people health and safety, our own people, where we want to lead the industry. And on the social side, our aspiration is to have impact, large-scale impact on social projects, and last but not least, also to hold up to leading standards if it comes to business, ethics, and morale in the construction industry. I just want to give you a few practical examples how we live up to that aspirations and what we do specifically. Just look at the aspect of CO2. I mentioned that the construction industry is one of the bigger contributor to the CO2 emission. We cannot avoid energy consumption, but we can reduce and replace big time. One key lever to reduce is for sure transport and travel. Now here the pandemic helped to reduce our travel efforts, and I believe that we will not come back to the level which we have been before, but keep a lower level of travel and transport around the globe. Energy consumption for heating, cooling, and lighting. Just a practical example, changing from standard light to LED reduces the energy consumption already by 50%. An example on replace. All the energies which we are using are now replaced by green electricity, and our cars are steadily switched from gasoline to electric vehicles. We cannot reduce and replace all the CO2 emission which we have, but we can reduce and replace by at least 50%, and the remaining 15% we then will offset with specific projects which we drive with our Hilti Foundation. Getting to the third column, social impact. Here, the orientation is to allow people a self-sustaining, independent life through music, because music helps personal development and to develop social skills, through affordable housing, and thirdly also through economic empowerment. We are engaged in more than 80 projects and spend roughly 30 million jointly, the family as well as the company, to drive those activities. Let's have a look at the video to get a feeling what we're doing there. Okay, so we skip the video, then we go to the next slide. When we talk about people, I mentioned already before, here the aspiration is to provide differentiated solution to protect the users of our products, as well as to build safe buildings and guarantee also occupant safety. And here, actually, Seismic plays a key role. Our strategy on that aspect, occupant safety and building safety, is pretty much straightforward. On the one hand, it's about providing solutions which protect the assets from earthquake events or fire events. Second pillar is to ensure the lifetime performance over 20, 50, up to 100 years for critical applications through high-performing products, as well as through continuous documentation and maintenance. The foundation of the work is actually a proper design. All the experience is reflected in design software to pick the right solution. It's provided through training, consulting, and nowadays it's also part of the BIM journey of the digital twin of the building.
We aspire to build a better future by caring for the people who are working, living, and spending time in buildings constructed with our products and technologies. We have set ourselves an ambitious goal. We want to meet the highest standards in building safety with our products. We offer solutions that help protect buildings and their occupants from the risk of fire and earthquakes. We offer a wide range of industry-leading passive fire stop solutions. And we carry out rigorous testing and simulations to help ensure that our products withstand and outperform during critical temperature conditions and in case of a seismic event. The foundation of long-lasting buildings are long-lasting hardware elements that go into the building. We run long-term tests of our fasteners in corrosive environments across the globe. These leading product features can only be realized if the quality of installation is at a high level. To support competence of installation work, we offer professional training with hands-on modules. The foundation of all building safety is a safer building design. We partner closely with specifiers to help ensure that building safety is considered at an early planning stage. Our field-based engineering force educates, consults, and supports the engineering community about critical safety problems and offers valuable design and BIM support. Let us join forces to support building safety in our industry.
So how did we get there? On that chart you see actually the journey over the last 20 plus years, the journey for structural and non-structural seismic solutions. 20 years back, actually we have been nowhere. There have been little understanding on the behavior of anchors, support structures, fire stop solutions in the event of fire as well as in the event of earthquake. And for sure there have been no standards in the industry. So what we actually did is we started research work together with partners like EU Central, but also San Diego in the United States and other universities to develop an in-depth understanding of the events and the behavior of our products in the events. That actually has led then also to standards, which we then have been working on together with the leading committees. Based on the understanding and based on the standards, we have then been able to translate that knowledge into solutions. Solutions for seismic resistant anchoring, fire protection, MEP solutions. And right now we have a broad portfolio to cover quite a few of these core applications. Where are we heading? Next step is to take it beyond single products into entire modules. And another important topic for the future is for sure the maintenance of existing structures, and with that observing existing structures and buildings which we have put in place. There are two angles to that. The one is new build, but in particular in Italy, prolonging the lifetime of existing buildings is another key angle to sustainability. Also acknowledging the fact that we have here the task to preserve the heritage, the architectural heritage which we have in the country. That requires a different set of solutions. There's just one example here is actually the masonry reinforcement solution, which we have been developing together with local research institutes as well as companies, which is in the meantime also part of the Italian building standard and building code. To sum it up, what are the key messages you take home? First, sustainability matters, and we all have a role to play. We have to take action and we have to take responsibility. Within sustainability, protecting buildings, the assets, but as well the occupants of buildings is a key element. Seismic is a key element of a comprehensive sustainability approach. We need a proper design of the fasteners and the protection elements in buildings. That's a foundation for building safety, resilience, and performance for existing as well as new build, as well as the heritage which we have. Beyond the solution, I think proper installation is of key importance. Using the right products for certain applications is important, as well as a proper installation process itself. The research and development work I was mentioning will never stop. It will continue, and we'll continue working together with research labs around the globe and our partners in the industry to further advance the structural and non-structural seismic solutions. We are committed to provide cost-effective, innovative solutions which meet the building standards, the highest standards, in a sustainable manner, and at the end of the day also extend the lifetime of existing buildings. Thank you very much for your engagement in the topic and for our cooperation in the recent past as well as in the future. Mille grazie.